here we go. This is my first in a series that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna call it Chris Fix It or Fail. Here's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to brighten up these headlights. I'm gonna use the Chris Fix method, and we're gonna see if we can change what these look like. So stay tuned and let's see if we can Chris fix it or Chris fail. Hey guys, this is my Chris Fix It or Fail video, so don't forget while you're watching the video to let me know, did we Chris fix it or did we Chris fail it? Alright, so now we got our stuff. We need some 400 grit because these are pretty dirty. He says if they're really bad, you start with 400, then go to 600, and then use 2000. So we got all those grits, we got some water, we got some alcohol for cleaning, we got some wipes for cleaning, we've got some clear protectant. I probably would go with a different clear protectant, but it just so happens I got this really cheap and I have it, so I'm going to use it. A bag and some tape. So this is kind of where we're cheating a little bit. We're using a different clear coat, so I don't know if it'll last as long. So the higher the quality of clear coat, the longer this is going to last for you. All right, so we're going to tape around it first. Can take these out if you're able to. All right, so there's so many curves, so this was a pain in the hiney to tape up, but I guess just take your time and make sure you get everything filled in, because you really don't want to scratch your paint, that's for sure. Now, he says to spray it down with water, and since this is so nasty, we're going to hit it with some 400 grit. Obviously, the lower the grit, the higher the, the more it's going to take off. He says spray it down really good with water. Spray it down really good. He even says to spray your sandpaper, and we're just gonna sand it up, see if it works. All right, so that's the 400. It really looks cloudy now. I mean, I feel like I just roughed it all up, so supposedly this is going to smooth out. So now we're going to go to the 600 and see what happens there. Again, everything's got to be wet. Just going to keep it wet, right? All right, I feel like we got a good sanding there. So now he says clean it with alcohol. So we got some alcohol in here. Make sure you don't have any cuts on your hands. But when you use that 2000 grit, it's so smooth you can really clog it up. So you want to get all the dust off of here and make sure it's nice and clean. All right, here we go with the 2000 grit. Again, it's a wet sand. Keep it wet. More water than you think you need. Alright, now we are going to clean it with some alcohol. I've already cleaned it a few times, but for sake of you guys seeing me clean it, I'm going to clean it again. Double check all your tape. Make sure your tape is still good. Just take a good look at it. Make sure it's nice and smooth. You don't see any of the deep scratches or anything like that. Make sure you got it all buffed out. And then also make sure your tape is still intact, covering everything. Because now is the final phase. And that's applying the gloss. And you can almost see that it's gonna look better, you know? So, let's see what this gloss does. We're gonna just coat open this trash bag, and we're gonna lay it on top. So I'll bring you back once I cut it. My tip for this is cut the bottom of the bag first, and then all you gotta do is cut one slot down the side. Once you cut the slot down the side, it's a lot harder to try to cut the bottom. So that's my tip. Guess we just tape it on here, cut out around this light, and remember we have a little we have a little bit of a buffer because we do we have that other tape on there, right? So we got a little bit of a buffer. Want to be careful with your scissors. You definitely don't want to messing up what you already done, right? All right, make sure you got it all taped up. Don't want to get any overspray. Preferably don't do this in the wind, and you should be good to go. Take your high quality clear gloss and follow the instructions and just start laying down some light coats, and we'll do this a few times. We don't want it to run, so we want to go light. And Chris said you can, if you're using I was using a sander, so but he said do horizontal at the very end. That way your clear coat is less likely to run. Oh man, look at that. After just one coat, you can see there's a lot of difference. As you can see, it's getting better and better as we keep applying the coats. That was hard to see because of the light change, but I mean, way better. I feel like maybe spend even more time sanding and really getting that smooth 2000 finish, and you may even get a better result. But we're going to spray it at least one more time and see if we can make it look even better. Alright, so this side, one of the tips I would say is take a lot of time with the 2000 grit, and just kind of make sure when you're looking at this thing that it's super smooth and you don't see any type of ridges or scratches in it. I think I didn't sand that other one with the 2000 grit enough. It still looks really, really good. I don't know exactly what happened right here, but as you look at this part of it, I mean, it looks great everywhere except something happened. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just the way the wind was blowing, kind of messing that up, because I do got a lot of wind out here. But man, I'm totally stoked on that. Totally stoked. Alright, although I'm saying a light coat, you want to get a solid spray on there. I think that was another problem with the first one. I was really light, almost as if I was painting, but you do need a pretty you know, good coat on there. So you don't want to just dust it, you know, you want to have so much wind. This wind is killing me. You want to see how the result on this one with the first spray. One nice, good heavy coat. This one turned out way better. Way better. You can tell it's way better just from, I did a lot more sanding in that area, but overall they look great, so not complaining. Alright, so before I end the video, the main thing I want to say is conditions. Preferably you do not want to be in the wind while you're doing this. I think that really hurt my spray pattern, so that was a factor. And then the other thing that you're going to want to do is spend a lot of time sanding, and then that 2000 grit, the more time you spend with it and the smoother you make that headlight before you spray the gloss, the better And then obviously I wasn't using I don't think I was using the highest quality gloss, so you may want to get a higher quality gloss. But even that, you can look at this one. This one really turned out good. And if I wanted to, once this dries up, you know, after a day, this one actually turned out really good, so I won't mess with it. I mean, it looks great. This one, I did actually resand some of it, but I think I need to let it dry, and then I could basically do the whole process over again. But now that I would know how to do it and it works, you know, I got no problem. You know, I can get that clear coat off with 400 grit, do 600, and then redo the 2000. Condition outside, I think, hurt me, and on this headlight, I didn't spend enough time with the 2000 grit. So yeah, as you can see, it's not quite as good as this one. This one turned out really good. So, but before what they were, way better. So did we Chris fix it, or did we Chris fail it? I'd say it's a Chris fix. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments.